Now imagine in this moment if God was to say to you, I created you with so many talents, gifts and skills, but you never reached your full potential. I was the still small voice that you heard, that whispered to you throughout your whole life, that told you over and over again that there is more to life than this. But you ignored that voice and chose to live a life that I never designed for you. One thing that really hurts me is that some of you watching this video today will never do what God knows you are capable of doing. You will never bring into fruition the potential that God has put inside you. And there is no one to blame but yourself. There is no doubt that God has given you and will continue to give you opportunity after opportunity for you to fulfill the potential which is upon your life. But most of you will ignore or simply dismiss these opportunities, either because you think it's beneath you or above you, but God does not make mistakes. The chances of you being born in terms of the correct sperm meeting the right egg is 1 in 400 trillion. This figure does not take into account the chances of your mother and father even crossing paths, let alone even them having a conversation. Let's take a look at the number 1 in 400 trillion. You have a better chance of getting hit by lightning than being born. So don't you dare tell me or ever believe the lie that you're not on this earth for a reason. The sheer fact that you are here is because God knew you. God knew you before you were born. You're not a biological accident or a genetic miscalculation. You are divinely fashioned by a sovereign God who made you just like you are. Everything God creates has a purpose. Every tree, every bird, every star in the sky has a purpose. He is not a God who creates without reason. So why would God create you without a purpose? You're a designer's original, fearfully and wonderfully made by God himself. You cannot be duplicated, replicated, or even imitated. Therefore, you shouldn't be intimidated. No one can walk like you do. No one can see the world like you do. That's why you don't need to be in competition with anyone else, because you're in a class all by yourself. Everything about you is designed to be great. It's not an accident that you are here. You have been sent from eternity into time to fulfill a purpose that only you can fulfill. Now the problem with the human mind and this generation is that a large proportion of people believe for them to fulfill their purpose they need to be famous, have an audience, or they need to be rich. That's not correct. Your purpose could be a purpose that doesn't require an audience. You could be designed to be the best doctor in the state, or open up the best bakery in the state, or even be a missionary that goes to places that the gospel has never reached. I am here simply to inspire you, for you to make a declaration to yourself, to your loved ones, and to God Almighty, that you will find your purpose on this earth. It would frighten you, the amount of people that die without reaching their full potential. They live their whole life looking at other people who have achieved great and amazing things, not realizing the gifts and the talents God has put inside them. Enough is enough. How long are you going to live your life as a victim? It's time for you to look in the mirror and take accountability of where you are in life. Are you wasting your gift? Can you honestly look in the mirror and say, I am using all the gifts and talents God has given me to their full potential? Or do you look in the mirror and feel like you're stuck? The harsh reality is you can only blame yourself. There are countless of people who have had a worse start in life than you, and yet they've still managed to utilize the gifts and the talents that God has given them and to make their life a success. It's not too late for you. That's the reality. It really is not too late for you. You're not too old.